Nadia Comăneci is widely regarded as one of the greatest gymnasts of all time. She gained international recognition at the 1976 Montreal Games, when she became the first gymnast in Olympic history to be awarded a perfect 10 at age 14.
The first time we ever saw her get a perfect mark of 10.
From 1975 to 1981, Nadia became a 9-time European, 2-time world, and 5-time Olympic champion, and played a quintessential role in inspiring future generations of athletes around the world.
I think that the people around used to train 3 hours a day. We used to train 6, 7. But we never told them that we trained 6, 7 because this was our secret weapon.
Let's take a look at the most difficult skills performed by the Romanian gymnast throughout her competitive career. From 1975 to 1977, Nadia performed a piked Sukahara as her first vault, which carries a 3.4 start value in the 2025 Code of Points. It consists of a front handspring with a half turn onto the table, followed by a backward flip in a piked position.
Very smooth.
She also performed the tucked version with a 3.2 start value.
Now the last competitor in the vault, Nadia Comăneci of Romania, the leader in the all-around competition in the vault event with a 9.9.
In 1978, the Olympic champion introduced a front handspring onto the table, followed by a forward salto in a tucked position as her first vault, valued at 3.6.
And here again we look in slow motion at a near-perfect vault, Kathy.
She later added an extra half twist to this vault, which would raise her start score to a 3.8 under the current Code of Points.
Well, her angle going into the horse was low enough so that she could get a maximum push off the horse. You could see her body right over the horse as her hands leave the apparatus. Just the right timing for a great landing.
In 1981, Nadia performed a Corbett vault with a 3.6 start value, a handspring forward with a full twist onto the table, followed by a full twisting flyaway.
Really moves down. Nice flight on first flight and a good second flight. That's a beautiful ball.
On the uneven bars, the Romanian gymnast performed a rod or law transition, rated D. It consists of a cast with a straddled roll forward to hang on the high bar, initiated with front support on the low bar. This transition was considerably easier to perform when the bars were closer to each other, but as the discipline evolved and the distance between them increased, it disappeared from modern gymnastics.
Her strength is so tremendous on this piece of apparatus.
Wow.
It doesn't even look difficult. Full twist, perfect. The crowd really can appreciate this. She works so easily.
Continuous motion, non-stop.
Nadia also performed a Hindorf release, which consists of a clear hip circle with counter-straddle over the bar to hang. It carries an E rating and is named after German athlete Sylvia Hindorf.
She has complete continuity, and that means absolutely no stops until she dismounts. And she continues on through her performance without any form breaks.
Another E-rated element she included in her routine was of her own creation, the Comaneci release, a cast followed by a salto forward in a straddled position to hang on the high bar. It is quite rare in modern gymnastics since it's difficult to generate the proper amplitude to avoid major deductions, as well as link it to other skills to generate connection bonus.
She works very well in the handstand position and goes into those difficult moves I was talking about. Beautiful. Front flip. She has no intermediate moves whatsoever.
The other eponymous skill of Nadia on the uneven bars was her dismount, an underswing with a half turn to a backward flip in a tucked position, which carries a C rating. This type of dismount is very reminiscent of the 70s and 80s era of the sport, but has become pretty rare in modern times.
Right into her dismount, she must get a good rotation, pop those feet off, half twist with a back somi, and she just lands it perfectly. Beautiful job.
And the score for Nadia Comăneci on the uneven bars, 9-9-0.
On the balance beam, the most difficult elements performed by the 9-time European champion throughout her career were a back tuck, rated C.
Bill, this is what I'm talking about. A combination tumbling. Shoulders are square. She lands solid as a rock. Very difficult to do.
A front tuck, rated D.
A very difficult move, and the judges will take that into consideration.
An aerial walkover, also rated D.
She does flow from one movement to the next. It's a kind of a maturity you only get from having competed in as many Olympics and World Championships as she has.
An aerial cartwheel with a D rating as well.
Oh, she has strength in every inch of her body. Solid as a rock on that move. Boy, she's moving with such confidence now.
And a double twist dismount, valued at C.
It's incredible that she can move so beautifully and yet be so powerful in her tumbling. I think that's what gymnastics should be about, beauty and power simultaneously, which I think women's gymnastics has lost sight of a bit recently.
On floor, Nadia performed a double twist, rated C, sometimes in combination.
She has good speed going into it. The round off and back handspring. Lift, up, and 2 twists. Very clean.
A double tuck, rated D.
Watch the height at the end of her routine. Nails it perfectly.
And a double pike, also rated D.
Round off flip flop. Lays that double pike out. Beautiful. Perfect landing.
It's important to mention that back in the 70s, the equipments were not as accommodating and cushioned as they are in modern gymnastics, so generating the proper height to execute these elements was significantly harder.
A perfect score. 10.0 for Nadia Comăneci. A perfect score.
The first time I've never seen anyone get a 10. And she deserved it. That's what's so incredible.
What was your favorite skill performed by the Romanian icon?